This is a short video about the Hoodoo 500 2025. Hoodoo 500 is a 520-mile ultra-distance bicycle race around southern Utah. There's a lot of climbing, a lot of weather, and the greatest people. The videos I took during the race, I sent to the race director, and she put them on the Hoodoo 500 Facebook. But I don't have Facebook, so I didn't get to watch them in that way. I thought it would be fun to put them together here for one short video. Enjoy! I was part of the Voyager Division. The Voyager Division is completely self-supported. I believe there was 7 of us this year. 3 women and 4 men. But I'm not 100% confident. The first 6 miles of the race is completely neutralized. And hitting Southern Parkway, that's when the race starts. And right away, I had been dropped. But I wasn't worried. I just wanted to settle into my own pace. But as time went on, I noticed that I was right behind Leah Goldstein. I really wanted to stay right behind her. I really wanted to learn from her because she is ultra distance champion. Sadly, I was having some GI issues. I won't go into detail here, but you're welcome to read my race report for Hoodoo 500, but you can't judge. I would end up having to stop about 60 miles in at the Border Store. The Border Store is a Sinclair gas station on the border of Utah and Arizona. Leaving the Border Store, I was feeling good. Except I left my phone in the bathroom. So I had to go back and get it.
How's it? At the pink sand dunes? It's beautiful. I had to stop at the Border Store. Bathroom emergency. Then I left my phone in the bathroom. So I had to turn around and go get it. But back on the road. Cheers.
I thought for sure after the Border Store incident, I wouldn't have any more issues. I thought everything was going to be good.
Beautiful.
Hitting Time Station 1, I was feeling awesome. This is not how I felt last year. Last year, altitude sickness hit me right away. This year, I was still feeling pretty good. So I grabbed all my favorite things, refilled my bottles, ate some snacks, and then hit the road.
Okay, Debs, I made it to Chevron Caramel Junction, 11:17 a.m. I'm gonna load up and hit the road. Bye.
Heading towards Time Station 2, there's a bit of climbing, more beautiful scenery, and at this point, I started to get passed by a lot of these supported riders, support crews. You usually know who they are because the cars will have the rider's name on them. And I was so excited when I got passed by Matthew Left Hand's support crew. The car said Lefty on it. I couldn't believe it.
You look back there. Lefty.
Not far after that, Lefty would end up passing me, but I had my phone out ready because I knew he was coming fast.
Lefty, way to go, brother. All right.
Now, Matthew Left Hand had not passed me the previous year until closer to Time Station 2. And Time Station 2 is at about 195 miles? No. Time Station 2 is at about just before 150 miles. It's another Chevron station. But with Lefty passing me when he did this year, I knew for sure he was going to annihilate his previous record, which was really cool. Getting to Time Station 2 was rough. I had some serious GI issues, and I would end up stopping a lot, and sometimes on the roadside because there was no bathroom nearby, or I just couldn't hold it. Reaching Time Station 2 was pretty cool. There's a trail that we have to get on to avoid the highway, and it does a lot of this undulating kind of thing. But it started to monsoon. I could see the storm from miles away approaching Time Station 2, but I didn't know I would be right in it.
Okay, on 89, soon to turn on Highway 12. It's been on and off rain and quite a headwind. And up ahead, there's lightning. And I don't know where that is, but it's raining over there big time. I'll switch it around. All right, bye.
When I got to the Chevron station, I put on the extra 2 layers that I had brought. I brought my little puffy jacket and the extra windbreaker.
Okay, you asked for videos, I'm giving you videos. Dibs, I'm at the Chevron time station 2. I got here about 10 minutes ago. I don't know, so 3:05? Oh, it's late. But it's pelting rain, it's freezing. So I got 2 jackets on, ready to go. Okay, bye.
When getting there, I would run into another Voyager rider. His name was Marshall Nord. But you should probably check that. What a cool cat. We would end up meeting one more time at Time Station 3. Leaving Time Station 2, you get a screaming descent. It is awesome. Time Station 3 was in Escalante. Though it wasn't far from Time Station 2, it was so beautiful. I don't know what that kind of scenery is called, but there was red rock, there was canyons and mountains, just gorgeous.
OMG. I don't know if you can see that climb.
But there was a lot of harassment from drivers on that stretch as well.
Okay, heading to Escalante, and we got a wicked head/sidewind. A lot of trucks passing doing the coal rolling, sadly. But check this out. Beautiful. Okay, bye.
Time Station 3, or the Escalante Time Station, had the 2 best volunteers ever, Matt and Brett. They were party animals. They were so cool. I hope I get to see them again next year. At Time Station 3, I took some time to grab one of my drop bags. It had some chips and soda. I had some gummy bears, some good snacks.
How's it? Alright, I am at Time Station 3, Escalante. I'm going to enjoy some potato chips and some cherry coke. You'll never see me eating any of these things when I'm not on the bike. So I brought my toothbrush with me, and it fell out somewhere.
How we doing? Good? Nice.
But at least I still got my toothpaste. Just gotta use my pinky or something. Yeah, that's it. It's going good. Struggling a little bit, but it's going good. Okay, until the next one.
I remember hitting Time Station 3 last year, feeling like death's door. I had so bad altitude sickness, and at that time last year, the volunteer had reminded me I had a whole lot more climbing to go. Because at this point, though Time Station 3's at about 196, 97 miles, you haven't even started the major climbing yet. We still had to go up Boulder Climb and then up to Cedar Breaks. Leaving Time Station 3, I would see a couple more of the supported riders' crew pass me. But it was fun because each time they passed me, they would stop to wait for their rider and they would cheer me on like I was their rider. So it gave me an extra boost of energy.
Okay, this is way too beautiful to not show you guys. Well, that's all you get. Okay, bye. Before it gets too dark, heading towards Boulder. I believe it's that big dark area ahead. Okay, bye.
The first major climb comes after Time Station 3. It climbs up Boulder, and I believe the top's about 9,600 feet. It's kind of tricky because you climb, and then you descend a little bit, and then you climb again. That first initial climbing before descending again, it teases you because you think you've made the summit, but then you keep climbing eventually.
There it is. Summit 9,600. I died and I'm dead. Okay.
At this point, I had started to feel the effects of altitude. Where I come from, it's mostly just coastal riding. Periodically, I'll ride across the Cascades, but the route I take, it doesn't go any higher than 4,000 feet. The next time station would be Bicknell. That was at mile 270. At this point, I was feeling pretty rough because the altitude had really started to get to me. I would end up vomiting and stopping a couple times. But honestly, after I vomited, I was feeling okay, so I just kept going. When reaching Bicknell, it was around midnight. It was very dark, but it stopped raining, which was nice. At that point, heading to Time Station 5, I would start being passed by the team riders crew. And the teams are like party buses. When they pass you, or when you pass them while they're stopped waiting for their rider, there is yelling and screaming, jumping, and if they have noisemakers, those are going. On my way to Pankwitch, I would experience a few more GI issues. At this point, I really didn't know if I wanted to continue on or not. But I did, and I was excited to get to Pankwitch.
All right. We've got thunder and lightning on US 89 heading towards Pankwitch. And with the thunder and lightning, the rain is coming. So, I got them all geared up again. It's a weird car pulled up behind me.
But what's really cool is when I got there, Leah Goldstein was just leaving. That gave me this extra boost of energy. Leaving Time Station 5 in Pankwitch, you approach the next biggest climb of the race. It goes, I'm still not sure what to call it, Cedar Breaks or Bryan Head? But you climb up to 10,500 feet. And from there, you have this insane descent. The next time station 6, is at a Mavericks gas station. After time station 6, there's really no other time stations, but you have to check in at the top of Snow Canyon. But when leaving the time station, I ran into some wicked storm. It was monsooning.
I had to share this. So much lightning coming from over there. It's so cool. I had to stop and pull over because I can't see. It's a straight up headwind. And this rain is pelting me behind my glasses. Look at it. I know you heard that thunder.
When trying to reach Snow Canyon, my Garmin was telling me to go the wrong direction. And I knew it was the wrong direction because it was telling me to take a right where there was no road. I heard this voice like an angel. It say, "Are you lost?" It was Lap Lai. Lap Lai is a Hoodoo 500 legend. I would end up following Lap Lai all the way up to Snow Canyon. There, we're supposed to call the race director to let her know that we're at Snow Canyon and we're going to descend down into St. George. That way she can be ready. I thanked Lap and his support crew for their help, and I started descending. But just in case I got lost again, blocks from the finish, Shelby, the volunteer at Banquage, was down at the major intersection right before the host hotel. And I saw her there, and she even pressed the walk button for me. It was just under 41 hours. As far as Voyager women go, 3 of us finished. Leah Goldstein, myself, and Kim Louie. I finished just under 41 hours. I didn't sleep during the race. I'm not fast enough to do that. But I'm hoping I could beat my time next year like I beat last year's time this year. We'll see you in 2026.